Hello vinyl freaks, it's the Danish record hunter here, and in this video I will tell you about the first album by Tom Bailey, and it's from 1971. Let's get into it.
And wait for me to cry. There will come a day my hands will turn to clay, my tongue will be of stone, my eyes will be all black.
So Tom Bailey, he was not even Danish. He was like from Chicago, but he went to Denmark several times in the 60s and played with bands, and he also went back knowing that the folk scene suddenly had gotten big in Denmark and he wanted to do that. But like in 1966 in Denmark, he were co-founding this group called Exploding Mushroom, and they didn't play that psychedelic, I think. Maybe they did some euphoric drugs or something, but musically it's like nothing that mind-blowing or mind-expanding, if you know what I mean. But they released this very rare single in 1966. And also, Tom here, he was an American in the band. There was also an Englishman called Tony Weaver. And the band, or like those two guys, they actually also did an album together. I have not heard that one. It's also from 1966, but as far as I know, it's not available online to hear anywhere. Also, it's a bit rare, I can see. But not too expensive though, but I don't know if I want to throw money after it. They did an album together, but Exploding Mushroom ended after their first gig, or before their first gig or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but what I read once was that Tom and Tony, they were having a fight, I think after the show maybe, and it ended up with Tom taking a guitar and just like throwing it, like hitting it in the head of Tony, and that just ended the band, because there were two like timbers in that group, So later on, Tom Bailey, he went to Denmark again in the 70s, and this is like 1971, and he went into the studio and he recorded this album with Danish musicians. So the musicians that you see on here, they are like from Delta Blues Band, and there's a few like jazz musicians too, because this is like blues rock, but with lots of brass, and also there's some psych in there as well. It's actually kind of cool. I really like the first track on here. That is There Will Come a Day. It's actually a reworking of I think it was the A-side track from the Exploding Mushroom 45 single. On here it's much cooler, it goes into an area where it's kind of psych, but then also it's very high octane kind of blues rock. I really like that one. Of course, there's also on drums on some of the tracks here, you will hear Ken Goulman. And Ken Goulman, he played with everybody in the 70s, all the bands he's been members of, He started out in Defenders, then he joined another group, I can't remember, was it Sir Henry, I think, but then went back to the Defenders, and also he was in Young Flowers, he was in Culpeper's Orchard, and Moirana. That's just some of the big groups, and he also played on the solo albums by Peter Toro. That's only a few of them, and he was in so many groups, and also he was guesting or something like that. Maybe did some session work. So he's on here too. But it's a great album. I really like it. And also the artwork was done here. I can see here if it says something like that. Bernard Bosen, I think his name is. He did the artwork for this record. And the only other artwork that he did for a Danish group, it was Culpeper's Orchard. And this is the original one from 1971. So you can actually see that there's some similarities in the style, because both albums, they're kind of vulgar, you know? Just look here. What's going on there, huh? And also, if you see Culpeper's Orchard, I'm afraid this video will get censored now, man, but look at this. I don't know if you could see that, but he did some vulgar covers. But yeah, let's have a listen to some samples from this record. Yeah!
Automatic, evil. Yes, you told me that before. And I'm shaking in my boots when I open my front door. See, you lie the way you love. I'm not bringing home the bacon or just sit around the place. People open their mouths, make noise at me. I bang on my door, won't let me be. Want rent, want love, want dope, want sin. Every day, another day again. My head makes me dizzy, I can't relax. I seem to walk on all the cracks. Not so cool as I once been. Every day, another day again. You can't get your feet off the ground. The days are flickeringly brief. Something should be done, and it should be done by now. It had something to do with the sun, but you don't remember where or how.
So we're not done yet, because Tom Bailey, he did a second solo album with his own name, because he did this album with Tony Weaver in like 1966, which is considered kind of a solo album, but this one was the second one he did in his own name only, and it's from 1976, so there was a big kind of gap between those two records, but it sounds pretty much the same. It's the same kind of bluesy stuff you will hear on here, and the musicians here that stands out. It is of course Ken Goodman. He's on here again, playing the drums. And also more interesting is that this record was produced by Peter Thorup, who was like the biggest blues musician that Denmark ever produced, you know. He was in Beefeaters, before that he was in Black Bulls, and also he had a solo career. He went to England in the early 70s to play with Alexis Corner in CCS, you know. He really had a career going on for him, you know. So Peter Thorup, he also contributed guitar on here, and I think backing vocals too. So yeah, this record, it's pretty much the same. It is not as rare. You can find this for like small money here in Denmark. So if you like the first record, then give this one a chance. It's actually quite good too. I may like the first one a little bit better, but this one is recommended as well if you like some kind of bluesy stuff. And also Tom Bailey has a very, when you listen to the samples before, he has a very distinctive voice, singing very deep. I think that's very cool, So let's listen to some samples from this record as well.
I gotta live from my home. Most of my friends are dead and gone. Me life, that sport life, it's killing me. Get it all right, but I don't get it straight yet. Despite all my moaning, I pull my own weight. Up in the morning and under the rain, never am broke. Wide open bed, got eats in the ice box, 6 bottles of beer. For better or worse, now it's all happening here. Time whizzes by like it's moved on a string. No, I don't feel bad, no, I don't feel a thing. Falling down sober, sleeping at night. Getting past 30 and turn to the right. I got life, I got hope, I got love, I got friends. Oh, I just hope it's where the action's again. Now he's on the Riviera with a bridge at my door, getting his back scratched nice and slow. She says, oh, Willie, ain't it nice? Willie smoked himself into paradise. Idaho, 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 hey. Oh, oh, oh. Wham, bam, the door gave out. Willie woke up, he looked about. His head was sore. He's lying all alone on that hot house floor. Idaho, Idaho.
So I hope that you liked what you heard, and please look out for the vinyl rips of both albums by Tom Bailey. There's like the self-titled here, and then there's Sporting Life. So I will make sure that you can listen to them very soon. So before that, see you next time, and peace out.